everyone. Welcome to another segment of Financial Confidence with Abby. Imagine your credit score suddenly dropping, even though you've been paying your bills on time, you've been trying to stay financially responsible. Most people would immediately think that something is wrong. But the truth of the matter is that sometimes the issue is not even about your behavior, it is about what is being reported on your credit file. So, your credit score is not only the important thing that you look out for. You need to look at the report also because numbers are tied to your financial life. And so it can also affect your loan approvals, your mortgage application, even your credit card interest. If you have a lower credit score, then your interest rate will be higher. If you have a lower credit score, you might not be eligible for mortgage application. And even if you're trying to rent a house, some rental applications will require your credit report. So it's very important that you look out for your credit score, not only looking at the score, but also ensuring that you're looking at the report, what is being reported on your credit report file. But here's the problem, many people only check the score and they never actually review the full credit behind it, the full credit report behind it. So your credit report basically contains information about your credit card, your loan, your balances, your history, and how lenders report activities, right, to your credit bureau. The most important, the two most common credit bureaus we have are Equifax and TransUnion. And this is where the creditors that you're taking loan from usually send your report to, right? So you want to be detailed and ensure that you go through those reports, right? Yes, so your credit score can drop. Ask me why it can drop. It can drop because of missed back payments. If you miss your payments, you're not paying your payments on time, you see a drop in your credit score. If you have high balances, right, maybe your all the credit you've applied for, the balances are still high, or you're still applying for so much credit. So maybe you go to Walmart, they say, oh, come take the Walmart MasterCard. Immediately you ask them to like put in the application. So those inquiries also affect your credit report. So sometimes the issue is something completely different. It might not be any of this. So let me give you a quick example. Imagine you've paid off your credit card, right? You finished paying what you owe. Let's assume that you owe 1,500 and you requested that the creditor should close that credit card. And you assume that everything has been settled. Let's assume you finished paying it in the year 2025 and you feel everything has been settled, it's been closed because you're finished paying. But months later, the account is still showing as active on your credit report, right? What do you do in that situation? You've asked the creditor to close your account just because you finished paying, but it's still showing active. Sometimes it might even show that it's still over the limit. Another example is when a small balance or small interest charge continued reporting even after you've thought that the account was fully paid for, but it's still reporting that you owe something when you have paid the amount. So even a small outstanding balance can affect your score. And guess what? Another important one many people overlook is delinquencies. So let's assume you want to get a loan and they look at your Equifax report. They look at the number of delinquencies that you have. Sorry about that. Sometimes a late payment can still appear on your credit report, even after the payment has been made, right? So you don't want that to be reported as a delinquency because it can affect you in future. Maybe you're trying to buy a house or you're trying to get another application. They will look at how your history has been. Have you been failing in the payment of what you owe? So this can happen because of the reporting delay or errors, even from the creditor. Sometimes some of the creditors are not on top of their job. So the good news here is that once you spot these issues, you can contact Equifax, you can contact TransUnion and request that they report the correct information to your credit bureau. It's very important. Call Equifax, let them know you're seeing the wrong reporting, and Equifax would help you to dispute this with the creditor. And if the onus is on the creditor to report back to Equifax, ensuring that the information are correct. So this is why reviewing your credit full report regularly is very important. So when checking your report, pay attention to your personal information. It's very important. You need to pay attention to those information because it could be wrong. So you like your account status, outstanding balance. What is this saying? Payment history. What is this saying? Are there delinquencies? Is there a duplicate account? Is an account still showing active when you've asked the creditor to close it? So review all this. Take your time. If something doesn't look right, investigate it immediately. It's very important. And make sure you take proactive action, acting immediately so that all these errors can be corrected. So don't ignore errors and assume they will fix themselves. You need to be intentional. You need to go all out to fix the errors yourself by calling the um, necessary people involved and ensuring that those things are actually being fixed. So your credit score is not just a number, it's part of your financial reputation. You need to be able to build good financial track record so that you can be able to get access to things that you want in form of loan, in form of mortgage, and so on. So don't rush when you're looking at your credit report. Don't rush. Just trust your credit report. Don't just trust your credit report. Review it, verify it. The Bible says line by line, precept by precept. So look at it line by line. Look out for things that don't align, and you spot them out. So a simple review today could save you a lot financially tomorrow. If you like my free credit report review checklist, send me a message with the word checklist and I will send it to you. I'll see you in my next video. For those of you that have subscribed, I say a big thank you. And for those of you that are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscription button, like, comment, share, and don't forget to follow me in my next video. Have yourself a wonderful day. Bye.